They feasted at Magnolia Table, they've ridden the boats down the Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Arizona will put it away to start this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So the Baylor Bears will have some work to do after that short return. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. On the move, it's Irvin. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Bears racing to the line in a hurry up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The Bears brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. They might have a boot to even consider this, but I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harmon. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, when you're running the core route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but Great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Good right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arizona's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Arizona runs out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Feeling some heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up third and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Arizona in a hurry.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the 1st. Going to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Wildcats! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Bears in the hurry up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On the run, fires downfield. Oh, picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working.
He's off to the races. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Bears moving quickly to the line. Off-play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Caught in the backfield, it's Drake. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the shotgun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
He's got his man, and he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Pocket starts to collapse, and the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pressure coming. Got the quick pass.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man, and they convert. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He now has 61 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man down the middle. Touchdown, Arizona! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's straight. Still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. After that completion, move the sticks. It's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to get to it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Splits the uprights. It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this 1st half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great 1st half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes his connection. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bears! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive. You want to keep testing this second.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. They're bringing heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play in the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sure hands, it's Thomas. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw on 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for.
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Mano-y-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. He gets a block. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand.
Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Baylor! He would not be denied.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. Touchdown, Bears! The defense takes matters into their own hands. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Arizona right back to the line.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first down from the 13-yard line. They're getting this guy lathered up. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. He now has 72 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the single running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Bears decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense? And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Touchdown, Arizona! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he doinks it off the left upright. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's a draw. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bears want to move quickly. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Running back searching for a hole. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
325.
They go to the draw. Got room at the 35. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Bears are flying down the field.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Urban. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a...
And the defense, got him at the 27. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
Looking deep down the right side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They'll keep it on the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing we can do to stop it.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.